This video is just called Pets, so we have this French girl with a cat, the Spanish guy with a bird, Argentina with a dog. What about pets in Russia? Oh no. Oh, it's a bear. I thought this was gonna be like a really messed up joke, like another country that they're bullying or something. But yeah, Russia would have a bear, of course. They call it the Russian bear for a reason. What's funny though is it was actually the Poland, that put a bear in their military, so the Russians got to catch up to them first. I feel like this format could have a lot of potential. You could have the U.S. with a bald eagle. You could have the nation of Wales with a dragon, or Bhutan for that matter. I mean, why else would they both put it on their flag like this? We also know how much the Scottish love their pet unicorns. Pets in Russia, bear, pets in USA, bald eagle, pets in Florida. Oh yeah, that's Crocs. Wait, actually I don't know if that emoji is more crocodiles or alligators. I think it's an alligator. Pets in Turkey, they love their wolves. Pets in Canada, a beaver. Pets in India, snake. There's so much to do with, oh, that's king cobra. You could do so much for India. Yes, as a Russian, I can confirm that we all have pet bears we dance with every night, drink vodka, and we both have Adidas drips. Really love how the comments are just summarizing everything in emojis. Meanwhile, in Brazil, that video is by Zane. The coldest countries, because it is winter after all. We have, well, Russia seeming like they'd be up there, but you'd be very surprised. Oh, yeah, because Antarctica. Antarctica's not a country, but it is a continent. Supposedly, countries own that continent. At least it's unclaimed. They're trying to claim it. But then again, maybe you can use countries because there is like an unofficial country flag for Antarctica. Well, you know what? There's actually a couple. We can't figure out exactly what design we want to go with just yet. But yeah, the problem is there's a lot of countries that claim this continent, and that would also bring their own temperatures down to, well, this level. You could say in the US's piece of Antarctica, we also get to negative 100 degrees Celsius or whatever. I mean, yeah, close enough. Japan gets pretty cold. Germany actually gets colder than Japan. Now, again, we don't know if this is average or if this is like all time. Like every winter, does it hit negative 40 degrees Celsius, or is this like the worst of the worst cold? Nobody lives in Antarctica, but in Russia, you know what? There are a couple thousand people that live in Antarctica. They live in a station, of course, and it does fluctuate throughout the year, anywhere to about 5,000 to 1,000. Gotta say, this doesn't seem like a very fun place to be. Talk about a hot take, am I right? This place in Russia can be negative 71 degrees Celsius. I'm assuming that's Celsius. Oh, also Russia's got a station down there. Negative 89 degrees Celsius is the coldest ever recorded. I'm assuming that's like you stay outside for 2 minutes and you're already frozen. An interesting fact is that sometimes it is colder in Russia than in Antarctica. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Obviously, Russia is in the northern hemisphere and Antarctica is in the southern hemisphere, depending on, you know, where the Earth's rotation is around the sun. I could see the Russian lands being a lot more cold, especially the areas that are closer to the North Pole. Dang, Germany looks such like a chill guy. Which flag is most difficult to draw? Obviously, Japan's gonna have one of the easiest. It's literally just a red dot. I could see how South Korea would be normal. That wouldn't be easy, especially to get the lines correct on the South Korean flag. I have no doubt in my mind I would absolutely mess that up, but honestly, it actually doesn't seem that hard to remember. I could probably figure that out eventually. Okay, South Korea is kind of normal. I'm trying to think what would be hard. Kazakhstan's difficult. USA, I don't know if I'd say it's hard. Maybe to get the alignment correct for the stars over here in the corner, but you know, the 13 stripes, maybe it's hard. You get it. Okay, well, Wales, no one can compete with Wales. I love the design of the Welsh girl here too. Yeah, this would so not be easy. Imagine drawing Belarus or Turkmenistan. For the Belarusians, at first it might look easy, and then you look over to the left at this very long and pixelated strip. I don't know why this got to be so complicated. I'd like to definitely make the argument that Turkmenistan might be even harder. Not even might be. This would absolutely be like 10 times harder, if not 100. Imagine having great art skills like Wales. Imagine drawing Portugal, Sri Lanka, or this flag. Oh yeah, everyone forgets about the US Virgin Islands. There's actually so many difficult ones too. There's Albania, Mexico, Cambodia, Spain. Pretty much anyone that has a coat of arms is gonna be difficult. Those coat of arm flags would really throw you out of whack. Even Saudi Arabia, like it's only 2 colors, but unless you like speak Arabic, this is gonna be difficult. Meanwhile, Corona in Asia. Corona, I'm assuming referring to the virus. Back in the day. This is literally how it happened. This is literally the entire world like January 2020, and then well, the entire world like 3 weeks later. 3 months, whatever. That flag in the background almost looks like the flag of Niger, except then I realized that that's a red dot, that's Japan. But yeah, first it was Japan and India, the Philippines, South Korea, Indonesia. Then that first cough happens, and everyone starts to freak out a little bit, which to be fair, I did as well. Everyone, yeah, I like how well, you know, at least these are the wait, was South Korea on the ground? Who's that? They're literally trying to, yeah, that's Japan on the ground, closing the doors up. They was out of there. No one talking about caught the Philippines straight running away. They did not waste any time. They just got out. I want to be with the Philippines if I was living in a horror movie. That's how you survive. Looking at India closely, you can tell that he has experienced China's coughing more than once. Philippines really thought bro was gonna sneeze a nuke. China coughs. Philippines, I'm out. Japan falls. South Korea gets an oxygen mask out of nowhere. India jumps. Indonesia, South Korea, and India slowly going towards the door. And we know how it ends. The way Japan fell from the couch. They really don't mess with that. Yeah, they're still crawling. Oh, they were crawling the whole time. I didn't even see that. Evil past. Obviously, Japan has an evil past. Korea. Why does Japan look excited? Oh my goodness, that looks like an anime. I'm guessing that's where it's getting inspired from. It's supposed to look like an anime. That's terrifying. Interesting. So these are other countries with, like, maybe nations with an evil past. Like, so Indonesia and the Netherlands. The Netherlands colonized Indonesia. I feel like their relationship isn't quite as bad as others, like India and the British. It could be worse. The Korean Empire, the Joseon Kingdom, and South Korea. No, North Korea there. Chosun Empire, my bad. Yeah, they had the whole Korean peninsula at one point. But unfortunately, when it comes to, at least if today's day is all about dealing with your evil past, man, the faces are so crazy. I don't think Japan's happy. Oh yeah, Japan literally turned into their imperial flag. Is this like fascism taking them over? Netherlands and Indonesia now, meanwhile the Netherlands and Indonesia back then, yeah, it was a skull emoji. Yeah, let's just not show Russia and Germany. Also the USA. We have the Confederates that could rise up. Germany now versus Germany then. Those are proper emojis. Meanwhile, speaking of enemies, Palestine being surrounded by Israel and the USA. I think they're about to do a little bit of bullying. Oh, yeah, the land is gone. Wow, they made that very clear. Dang, they was just chilling with their, like, little sweater and everything like that. Man, these, yeah, getting lots of anime vibes. Could you maybe do America versus England in the American Revolution? Okay, I'm glad we're staying on topic. Countries and their fears. There's so much to examine here. I guess we'll watch all the ASEAN. We have China. Oh, it's like a father. Oh, squeak it. Egypt. What? Okay, let's bring that back. So that is a fascist Italy making pizza with the current Italy, who's all buff now. Just no pineapples. No Germany and the modern day Germany that is turning into the EU basically. Oh, the no Germans seem to be rooting for them as they're trying to still control all of the continent. Soviet Union teaching Russia how to shoot. Someone's got to teach them. All the lowland nations, Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and then this is what flag is that against? When they were the Habsburgs and was all united. Oh, then here goes Norway, Sweden, Napoleonic France trying to give current France some wine. You know, they used to do that to like French kids in the 1950s for lunch would get like a glass of wine, which I always bring up that fact, but I mean, people were just in general giving their kids alcohol back in the day, back in history. Helps calm them down, I guess. Gets them to go to sleep. So is this true that Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines, their greatest fear, what are they playing here? Is that Uno reverse card? They're fearful of ASEAN becoming maybe too powerful, maybe like them turning all into one single nation. I guess I haven't heard that too much. Obviously China about to beat their kid Taiwan if he doesn't do his violin lessons. Squid Game, basically that becoming real. And then finally you can kind of get the idea for that. Can't say that. China says, your fingers are not bleeding. Taiwan, yeah. Italian Empire and Italy making pizzas together might be the cutest thing I've ever seen. What? I mean, I guess so. Let's play Uno. ASEAN, let's play. Who knows who else is going to be joining the Asian Southeastern, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations next, because wasn't it Serbia that tried to join or something like that? Anyways, there's a whole plan to expand ASEAN. Maybe Papua New Guinea would actually join the organization. Everyone else is just like seers and collaborators. ASEAN Regional Forum or East Asia Summit. That's not necessarily joining the organization. I didn't know ASEAN started so long ago. Is Bangladesh possible to join? They're also thinking about East Timor and then, like I said, Papua New Guinea. Everyone gangsta until we see the German past. The fact that the Japanese Empire colonized us. Yeah, but that was a very different Japan. Not very ooh-woo of them. Largest statues in each country. Obviously, the Statue of Liberty is 46 meters tall. I didn't know Vietnam has a speed right here. Side note, but I'm always so surprised Statue of Liberty is not even bigger. To see it on so many screens, you'd think this thing was massive. So the US isn't even close to the top since we're starting the video off. Then we have Vietnam, 67 meters. Then we have Indonesia. Why are they screaming? China. I'm trying to think what, so I know I've reviewed this way too many times. I should know the tallest statue. Oh, it's the one in Africa, I believe. And that one was also built by a North Korean company. If I get this right, so China, Japan, 100 meters, India, statue. Wait, what? What was I thinking of? Oh, that is number 1, the Statue of Unity. Yeah, and that was only built like recently, right? 2018. 240 meters. I was thinking of the African Renaissance Monument. That's in Senegal, and that's actually 52 meters tall. But yes, it was in fact constructed by this company, which is a monument construction company in North Korea, which really shouldn't be that surprising. Communist countries know how to make massive, great statues. Japan looks like a chill guy who just doesn't gaff. Yeah, this man is just way too laid back. Or wait, are we talking him? If you don't know, the Statue of Liberty is actually French and is a gift from us to the US to remember our collaboration during the independence war against the British. It's basically a sign that we both don't like the UK. But yeah, that Statue of Liberty really is no joke. Nice state human. Wait, more statues. Okay, Brazil, the Cristo Redentor is not very huge, but it is on that giant hill, which makes it seem very huge. Wait, so I thought we already covered so these are just tall statues, not in general the tallest. I like how Japan's screaming with that. The Philippines, look at them go. India, we just looked at that one. China here. Oh, so there was an update to that because it seems like China had the biggest statue, which that's obviously not the case. Yeah, obviously that's the top comment. This format pretty amazing too, just because of all the crazy facial reactions that they're giving. Man, these animations are so good. You can talk about a chill guy. The emoji summaries. These are literally the greatest. Talk about dangerous guys. Japan and South Korea, Indonesia and Vietnam, Sweden and Denmark versus dangerous guys like Russia turning into the USSR, No Germany. Obviously, Dark Brandon, and then China about to take Taiwan. So countries that are dangerous. So we're assuming these countries are not dangerous. Well, Japan not anymore, but it wasn't that long ago when they really were. Vietnam was kind of a dangerous guy back in the day. Now he's also just a chill guy. When am I going to stop saying that? Maybe back in the Viking days for Scandinavia, but those days, you know, the dangerous times, they're long gone. The eagle screaming was everything. It's funny how Poland was shocked. I feel like Poland should have honestly expected this at this point. Wonder why of all the nations, because everyone's like beating up the classical nations that they do beat up. Well, maybe not necessarily. Yeah, because it's Russia that's just disguising himself. But yeah, the No Germans destroy the modern day Germans. Of course, the USA scaring Britain and then China scaring Taiwan. I guess they could have had the Germans attacking Poland, but they already had Poland earlier. Unlucky Germany, he was stepped on by his own father. Was so satisfying. I wish I could say that properly. We saw 2 tall statues. What about tallest buildings? South Korea is starting off our list, and you'd be surprised that the US is not going to be winning this. We would have won most of the time, maybe over 100 years ago, but we haven't really prioritized building tall buildings anymore. We just like to build a lot of them instead of just one giant tall one. Shanghai doing pretty good. Then there's Tokyo with 634. That one coming in 670. Oh, Malaysia, of course. And then Dubai is the one that we're all waiting for. 829. Isn't somebody trying to beat this, though? It's under construction, but I think someone might be trying to beat this at some point. Might be this building being constructed in Saudi Arabia. They've already made a good amount of progress on it, but I think they got a ways to go. This is from back in 2016. So it should look like this, which looks like a giant needle. I'd feel bad if a giant stepped on that. Oh, dang. Look at the progress they've made every year. I feel like they didn't make a whole lot of progress the first 2 years. Now we're in 2019. Wait, what does it look like now? I guess that makes sense. Like some of the slower, you have to make sure the foundation is good. So maybe the first 2 years, you're not really growing much in height because you got to make sure the bottom is really, really good. Oh, it looks like a lot of the height and the floors have stopped for the most part. So we'll see when they continue to go up again. I thought Malaysia was going to try something too, though. Maybe something, they haven't maybe started construction yet. Oh, I think they already finished it. Man, that thing looks cool though. Almost looks like my graphics card can't properly handle it. I like how Japan just chilling, but with serious face. Oh, that's not Japan. Dang, they really don't even care. They're like, yeah, whatever. We constructed this thing. Saudi Arabia, soon I will have a tower that's 1 kilometer in the air. I guess we're gonna see about that. Most of these videos are by State Human, also Zan as well. And here are my patrons.
I finally escaped from Drew's basement.
Lucas, the Canadian Christmas trees. Honk, Argentinian Grandpa, I'm DOOCHBAGGINS. Imperial Japan flag is the same as modern Japan. Koyle, please stop making this mistake. Archaeology,
aPhatNarwhal,
Carmel Saida, DaBeautiful-MEGAN-Underwood, Fredrik Tibblin, InquisitorXarius, Tambre, Mexican 76.